Hello, Aquarius. Welcome in. Welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wang. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into Aquarian energies. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs are welcome, as well as cross watchers. And specifically, I'm tuning into the energies around December 2025, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through for you. So let's get to your reading. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. All right, what's the overall energy for Aquariuses? Aquarii? Feels like there's a specific card that wants to come out, or cards. All right, there we go. All right, what's hidden from Aquarius? What's hidden from Aquarius in December? Thank you. Outcome and advice. Thank you. All right, turn these cards over. See what we're working with here. All right, in the overall energy, Aquarius, for the month of December, we have the Knight of Wands, a world builder. Following your passions and desires, following your excitement. It's taking action. How exciting. All right. What does Aquarius need to know about this action taking? Ooh. 10 of Wands, Death card. Scorpionic energy. Transformation. It feels like you're coming to an end of a cycle. Releasing burdens. Something is ending, a definite ending. And it feels like a need for action after something ends. All right, what's ending? What's the ending? Why is the Death card here? Hermit reversed, 8 of Cups reversed. It's very hard to end this. Whatever's in, it's definitely ending. But it feels like maybe you've tried to leave before. But there's emotional attachments, 8 of Cups. This person's walking away, even though there's still 8 cups. But it's not enough. There's also an eclipse energy here. Eclipsing out what no longer serves you. This person's walking away even though there's 8 cups. I perceive then 8 of Cups in reverse can't walk away because of the emotional attachments. There's something you haven't been able to eclipse out that it looks like you're eclipsing. It's a definite ending in the month of December. And there's a need to transform. Something has ended. The Hermit reversed, Virgo energy, feels like you've either been in isolation and you're coming out. There's a need for you to take that enlightenment from being alone and come out of hermit mode. No, I don't get it. It feels like with the 8 of Cups in reverse, the reason why you stayed and couldn't walk was like you didn't want to be alone. So it feels like you were choosing someone because of emotional attachments and because you didn't like the option of being alone. That sounded like too high of a price. Something like that. So what's Aquarius taking action on or needing to take action on? Okay, these cards came out as a challenge to the Knight of Wands, the overall energy. They came out as a challenge. The Tower, Hanged Man, and World reversed. There's a lot of major arcana cards coming out. It's not in the overall energy, but that's a sign to me that it's not just another Tuesday, There's something major that's happening, that's shifting. It feels like there's a transformation necessary or required because something has ended. I think you're challenged by this tower, by a false reality collapsed. In the tower, the story of the tower is that two people go inside the tower. They start creating brick by brick this tower around them, creating a false reality, separate from reality. And then the lightning strikes, hits their crown chakra, bing, and they can see that it's a false reality. And then the people fall from the tower. And can you believe that this is happening for the people? Because they're in a false reality. And so the universe is helping them by exposing the false reality so they can come back down to reality. All right, so it feels like you're challenged by a tower that's happened, a false reality that's collapsed, and has you kind of stuck in a hanged man position, trying to figure out what you've just been through. And it looks like also challenged by world reverse, challenged that you're not going to move on with someone else, that this chapter is ending. Feels like it's a challenge. Feels like it's also a challenge to take action in this new reality. Let's look at what's hidden. In what's hidden, we have the Queen of Swords and the Five of Swords. Queen of Swords is inner discernment, feminine energy, internal, within. You're perceiving something in what's hidden. It feels like you are now seeing something very clearly where there was once a lot of confusion. It feels around Five of Swords, someone who wanted to win at any cost, someone who was bullying you, manipulating. In what's hidden, you're seeing this. You're seeing something clear. Maybe that's what the tower is. You're seeing that this is not a friend, that they're... Boy, this is it feels like whoever you're leaving behind, or that there's a definite ending, you're seeing that they're immature. The way they communicate is just unnecessarily aggressive is what I'm getting. Immature, heated. This feels like someone who doesn't have a command of their emotions, and they take things out on you, Aquarius. Oh, I'm also getting this person doesn't have any spark, any light, any... Tell me more about this. Yeah, Five of Swords. The challenge is for you to move on to calmer waters and find people who celebrate you. To move on, move away, to heal your nervous system after someone who's been bullying you. Maybe you've been in fight, flight, freeze, or fawn for so long that your nervous system, it's just normal. Your nervous system is accustomed. There's a challenge to move on from this energy, to heal your nervous system and find people who really do want to celebrate you, want to support you. New opportunities in the 3D. New seeds of potential, a new pathways opening up. That's what I keep getting. And there's a need to take action in the direction of new. What is there any action specific that Aquarius needs to take in the month of December? Okay. Oh, thank you. Great advice. It's funny, the overall energy, the Knight of Wands, and this card fell just like this. Page of Pentacles coming out as a challenge. There's a need for you to reconnect the dots in a different way. See yourself and your life differently. This is, not being stuck in an old story, in a new old perspective. Allowing new perspectives to come in. Learn, grow, evolve, figure it out. It feels like it's a challenge because this story's been going on for a long time, and you might have just assumed that this is your story, and so force this to end suddenly, some relatively so, and have to reimagine. It feels unexpected, like you did not see this coming, but now that it's here, how do we take advantage of what is? And it looks like the truth will set you free. And I also want to say there's 2 aces so far in this reading. New energies are coming in. The truth, clarity, victory for you. Also another victory, freedom, liberation, speaking your truth, the truth. It feels like with the mountains in the background, like you've got quite a journey on your hands that you're undertaking. But with this truth, with following your truth, will be helpful. 2 of Wands in reversed is my card for this person has rushed, gone through life, gotten back home, and they assume that this is what life is. They already know everything. This is what life is. But there's a need for this person to reimagine themselves in their life because there's infinite possibilities. There's infinite potentials. There's infinite things you can do. And so there's a need to reimagine yourself in your life and take action and get back out there. So that's also in the overall energy. Use the truth. Water these new seeds of opportunity. Cut out who and what doesn't work for you. All right, Aquarius, in the outcome and advice, we have the 9 of Wands. Protection, wounded warrior. There is a level of exhaustion here with the 10 of Wands also. Okay, what would be helpful is if you have anger around this other person rising up in you, rage that's been repressed, instead of letting that anger rise and then saying and doing anything against this other person, allow that anger to rise to give you the energy to take the steps and make the moves that you need to to take action. Let that anger rise in you and work for you, not to fight and stay in this and blame, but let that anger rise to give you the energy to take action. It feels like there are just things that you need to be doing to create your new world and have healthy boundaries, protect yourself. All right, what does Aquarius need to know about the outcome and advice? What advice would be incredibly helpful? Devil. Looks like there's advice here to put up boundaries against this toxic energy. I'm also seeing the Devil card as Capricornian energy, discipline, taking action in a disciplined way. to create what you prefer. I think you're perceiving correctly that this, whoever this is that you're seeing clearly, there's an element of recognizing that they're not for you. They're not friendly. They're toxic. Maybe you've been in a toxic connection with this person, and to start creating distance, healthy boundaries, separation. Strength reversed. Purposefully, someone who wants, with the Five of Swords, a bully. This feels like someone very insecure. And so to be in a relationship with someone who has incredible insecurities, then they, instead of working on themselves and becoming more confident, they just poo-poo and chip away at everyone around them. So everyone else is insecure, so they feel better about themselves. And so this person, through being in this connection, might have chipped away at who you are, made you feel like you can't do anything, tried to dim your light, tried to make you feel, it feels like it worked to some degree, creating insecurity. And it's their insecurity. It feels like you could start pulling your energy back, unscattering, energetic separations. And once you do the energetic separations enough over time and really get out of an enmeshment with this person and individuate and separate, then when you get here, when you individuate, get out of a toxic system where their chocolate's in your peanut butter's in their chocolate, where you don't know where they end and you begin. When that anger also helps you individuate and say, that person sucks, I don't want to be around that. And so it's healthy to have anger and allow that anger to help you individuate and separate and say, yeah, I don't want to take that anymore. I'm not interested in that activity of being enmeshed. Okay. All right. I'm getting that your energy levels might vary. And just when you've got the energy and the time, take action. It feels like there's healing, integrating action, healing. So you're not doing one thing and taking action and going, it's complex where you're at. When it's time to take action, take action. Yeah, I know. I'm tuning into like a story of betrayals. And by the time you get to the end here, it feels like you're really able to see how much you've tolerated, how much hurt, how much you've taken by, and love yourself through this. You know what you know when you know it, and you don't know what you didn't know, right? Does that make sense? I think Maya Angelou said, when I knew better, I did better. And that feels like where you're at. You're seeing something very differently and processing and integrating this new information, and now adjusting and taking action in a different direction, starting over type of energy. And it feels like there's a lot to process here, a lot to work through. But it looks like you're taking a leap of faith in a new direction where there's the potential here. And this person can't bully you anymore. Five of Swords now in reverse, with Page of Swords in reverse as well. It's almost like you're leaving and they can't affect you anymore. They can't bully you anymore. And for some of you, it looks like this action, by taking action, you have a glow up. Six of Wands, public success, being on your high horse. I don't know if that's going to happen all in December, but it feels like where you're pointing, where your intentions are to have success for yourself, whatever you perceive as successful, being up on your high horse, looking good, feeling much better, feeling so much better, such a different life. Reimagining yourself and getting back out there and taking action in a new direction, leaving this old stuff behind you so you can have a new life. And it feels like, I feel like there's a version of you, a future master self of you, Aquarius, that's calling you to this timeline. Like, just keep going. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Just keep going. Because this is not it. Let it end. Let it end. Heal. Move past this. No more self-abandonment. No more abandoning yourself and staying in a stuck energy with someone else. No more feeling stuck because of that. It feels like you're transforming yourself, allowing this ending to create a transformation so you can become your most authentic self. So, all right, Aquarius, that's your reading. I hope that was helpful. Have an amazing December. Take care.